Now you say this is Dr. Flywheel's personal room, his suite.
Yes, the personal room.
With the magnificent, luxurious dresser. You notice it's 2 full drawers, half a top drawer, and the second drawer is the secret drawer for storing valuables. Look at that lamp. And the work of art on the wall just takes your breath away. On those cold nights, they have internal heating and a lovely view of the street. The windows are closed right now, but you can see people moving down there. It's not bad. This is Mr. Mates Jr. trying to get the tap, turning the tap on to show that there is water in both taps. Probably both cold, but nevertheless water in both. One is warm.
The cold one says is warm.
Yes?
Yeah, they're both very warm.
Very good.
Yeah.
And with your own drinking glass, shaving mirror,
You just got to run it for a long time. You must have the.
flowers in every room,
See that?
and an imitation fox who was an imitator of Maxfield Parrish. So it's only 2 generations removed from a genuine Maxfield Parrish print.
But the exterior closet space.
And a place to store your clothes and hang them up. How about that? This is and look at that chair.
How could we be so lucky?
And here is the great Dr. Flywheel himself coming. Would you like to say something for the benefit of humanity at whole?
Yes, thank you, Roger, for saving these deluxe accommodations for us here.
That's Roger Eddy.
Yes,
Eddy.
Roger Eddy, proprietor. Of the
Oh, now we're going to get a
Venerable.
glimpse of the view out the
And we got
window.
to put up our air conditioning here.
And it stays up without a
Yeah, the
stick?
chairs, that's weights are, the ropes are still holding.
Very good. It's such a pleasure to see luxury like this available. The original carpeting has shown some sign of wear, and they improved it by putting linoleum, but the sharp edge there was a little bit hard on the feet, so now they have imported some genuine Persian carpets with the Chinese symbols on them for good luck. 2 of them. Look at the joy of Mr. Mates.
We put this glowing in, don't we, son?
Oh, yeah.
He's so happy. Here's another air conditioner coming in. This is the Auburn Hotel, downtown Auburn, Indiana, Auburn's finest.
On 9th Street.
This is Mr. Mates conducting some wiring. I forgot to mention that this
I
room
think I threw it
is
hard enough.
right above the Four Crowns restaurant, and tonight being karaoke night, they will be lulled to sleep with the booming of the karaoke
Yes.
beat that'll probably carry on till 4 o'clock in the morning
Oh,
at
yes.
no additional charge.
See if the air conditioner's going to work.
We could wait and see if the air conditioning is going to work. There seems to be no problem. This was room 108.
Okay, try it out, son.
I think it's working.
It is.
You can feel the chill already. Marvelous.
Did you bring...
The on-off switch for the hallway lights is located in the maid's coal set.
Maybe you get up and take a look at it.
I'm going to go in the room here.
Car you can.
When I went through here...
It's like toilet.
On the black car.
Where this cone goes.
This car's used John's.
Well, when you're up to Joe, you should have come over to the house and.
These are the people taking your registration money and selling you t-shirts at Auburn. Got one more to get in. Look at that. They can't even stop working for the picture. We'll put him in too.
That's okay.
That was designed by the great Gordon Burek. We love it.
Like a motor.
You know what? Oh, I have competition. I think it's the actual convertible.
Down?
Yeah. It's better than what you can see with your eye. Thank you.
So it's all the Cadillac, the truck, and that Bloomer. All 2 days.
Well set. Somebody's finished. Well set.
That was good.
12 set. 12 5. 12 6. 12 5. 12 6. Last chance.
Okay. Let's go back up. How about the Jag? A wit? I haven't seen What is this? Too much sound on it.
Too much to drink.
Look at this. If he had front wheel drive, he does have front wheel drive.
Yeah. Bigger, can you get to the bathroom through here?
These two guys are opposite. Yeah.
I don't see you guys. I don't see you guys. Need some help? I can help you.
Not taking it. Fire yourself up. A man like that, I'll have to edit it up.
Oh God, look at that. That's dangerous. He's dangerous.
I wonder if you say record at the top of the screen.
Yep, I got it.
It is an option to get a picture of me.
Do we have voice on?
Yeah. Would you like to see it? Would you like to
No, I'm going to give you a limerick. There once was a fellow named Clyde who fell into the outhouse and died. And so did his brother who fell in another. And now they're interred side by side. There once was a hooker named Gail who had the price tattooed on her tail. And on her behind, for the sake of the blind, she'd the same information and break.
An animal trainer from where?
From Yuma, viciously teased his pet puma. So the puma one day tore his scrotum away. An example of animal humor.
Yeah, put it to the floor, buddy. So they came up here.
bigger than it might be.
Here it goes.
Okay, well, wait to here. Ah, there we go.
Tell me,
Well, that car wouldn't shift
why is that?
because he's got poor connection. He had no vacuum, but he says it's in good condition. So what he had to do is jack up the license plate and put another cord on it.
Thank you, Mr. Fabian.
What? Yes. Okay, this is one of the 11 supercharged Duesenbergs. There are 11 supercharged from the factory. This is one of them. This car, the unique thing about this car is that it's never ever been restored.
That's
the only thing that's happened is that it once was born green, but they've changed it white.
Do you know when they did
Exactly how it
that?
looked.
Do you know when they changed it from green to white?
I think in 1950.
Okay.
And I'll show you a little green left.
And that's the original green.
Yep. Still on the car.
This is the original leather.
Yep.
The car is unrestored.
Unrestored. Beautiful. And it drives fantastically. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
This car right here was built in 1935. It's a Rolston SJN. It's the only one like it because it was factory supercharged. Only 11 of them were supercharged at the factory. But the neat thing about this car is it has never been restored. It has 16,000 original miles on it, and I drive it every single day. So I figure if I die and then he inherits it, that maybe it'll have 34,000 miles on it. That won't matter, but I sure will have gotten my money's worth. So if you look at the license plate on it, it's tagged for regular street use. So this is a street car right here, and it's a doozy.
Thank you. Being certified. Okay. They're checking to make sure it's a real one. I'd like it even if it wasn't. Could you explain what that means?
Well, Viagra and the Rogaine don't work. I mean, after all, look at my balding.
So what are you going to do about all this?
Well, it isn't what I'm going to do about that.
You're in trouble.
How many interviews you have to do every year?
Well, it's always good to talk to you, Al.
For 50 years we've been doing interviews.
Yeah. So, what have we got here?
Well, we got a 1931 barrel side LeBaron body Duesenberg.
And when did you get it?
Oh, I bought this car around 1985.
And this,
early 80s.
and this isn't your first one?
No, this is about my fifth one.
Uh-huh. I gather it's a favorite of yours. Of course
No,
they all.
not really.
No?
They're all my favorites. Yeah.
And you drive it on occasion?
On occasions I drive it in my leisure time here and there, you know.
You have fun with it?
Much fun.
And who owned it originally? Anyone we...
Originally this belonged to William Fortune Ryan. He was a big financier in Wall Street. Built for him in 1930, delivered to him in 31 in Paris, France.
Oh.
Kept it there for a couple of years, brought it back to the States, and traded in on another vision. From there, it went to another owner down in New Jersey, Harold H.R. Nelson is his name, from Branchville, New Jersey. He owned it for about 15 years. And it ended up in the collector's hands up in St. Paul, Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Then from there went to a museum in Sarasota, Florida for about 30 years at the Horn Museum in Sarasota. And that's where I bought it from. Around 1980 or 81 or 82 is when I bought this car from the museum.
Okay. That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, little did he know, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, but you knew, but he didn't know.
I didn't know either. I was just love to buy parts.
You like cars, you like good
I
cars.
like cars.
Yeah.
Mercury's would make up a batch of gaskets on a project, and I like to have a project going. Would you be interested? Order 10, order 70 dozen.
Now, you said they're like homing pigeons?
Like homing pigeons.
Oh, not like homing.
Not like homing. Very good,
The
though.
cars
no?
went back to his dad like they were
pigeons going back home all the time.
And how many Duesenbergs did you go through?
Over 70?
Just 75.
70-some.
Did you keep any? Did any stick to
Now
the...
you tell me.
Yeah.
Now you- Yeah, both SSJs.
Yeah, I drove the Mormon Meteor along Route 66 from L.A. to Chicago when I was a youngster.
Wow. We did.
And
His
you
dad
know what?
bringing cars in.
My dad was in the passenger seat, and he asked, "You feeling okay?
Yeah.
You want to keep going?" And I said, "Yes." We didn't make a stop, overnight stop.
Hi, man. Hey, how we doing?
Of course, when we got to Chicago, I was seeing double, but we made it.
Where'd you bring the SSJ in from?
I didn't bring that in. He brought that in from L.A.
Dad did?
Yeah, they had a
Drove
flat
all the way
tire,
in?
and he called me in Chicago, so I went out there with another Duesenberg and a 17-inch wheel, and we changed it. He took the car I drove out there to meet him with, and I took the SSJ. I picked up all my friends, and
He brought both of them in there.
yeah, he brought both of them.
Both of them. Dad did. He
Yep.
would go out there and bring them in?
Oh, yeah.
How'd he go out there?
Oh, we'd fly out there.
Fly on a train?
We'd take the Santa Fe Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to, not only doozies, one time we had a nice trip. He bred a hork, H-O-R-C-H, and a little British swallow.
Where'd you get them from, Bob Roberts?
Bob Roberts was a big seller, and Shell Cavalli.
Never heard of him.
Cavalli, he was building cars, or his son is building cars now. Yeah, don't get me going. Hey, I got an ad here from 1929. Of course, you wouldn't remember that. You weren't born then. Neither was I.
That was it. Super value, Auburn.
Yeah, this was right after the crash, and you can see how they're trying to pump up things with the wording. So I was going to find Stan. Is Stan the editor here? I hope I have an answer.
Well, besides Duesenbergs, I understand you handled a lesser car, made in England, one of those little English cars.
Oh, like one with 2 R's on it?
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard of them, yes. Fine machines. No, I think that was a favorite as well. No doubt it was a favorite. And we handled, well, the oldest ones we had were the Silver Ghosts, and a lot of P1s and P2s and some P3s. And I remember a P3 that we had, so beautifully done and running. We, just for the fun of it, put it in high gear and retarded the spark. It just crept along at about 4 miles an hour with no bucking or anything, smooth as silk, and silent too. Now I'll take my hat off the Rolls Royce. It's a wonderful machine.
Okay.
The Rolls Royce was having a promotion, and they had the real Silver Ghost.
Everybody seems to have money. Everybody I talk to.
AX201?
I guess that's what the number is. And I was one of the first ones there because I was so enthused to see it at this dealership. And being the first one there, they were going to start it up and get it running. And they couldn't get it going. So proudly, I'm happy to say one of my lifelong happy memories is I went over there and I found out that the gas shutoff valve was in the off position. I turned it on and I flooded the carburetor a bit, gave it one twist to the crank, and it kicked off. And I was very proud of it. They didn't know who I was, and I didn't tell them. They probably asked, "Who is that masked man?"
No, she says she'll pay you for it, because she has to add the shipping in. But they were $25 a piece. So.
Do a little mosing.
Talk to you later.
I'm not worried about the economy.
I'm worried about the economy.
No, you don't have to.
I got a lot of friends around going home to somebody when I do something.
How long have you had this car? Sorry, I had it.
Hey, don't talk about fair sales now. They're good cars.
I know, we had about 3 or 4.
Oh, about 6 or 7.
I lost count.
You want to watch this guy right here.
How
you doing?
How's the loot?
Take good care of that car?
The other day. I just stopped down to St. City. I got all my cars put together in one spot.
Oh, do you?
I got the both of these. I got somebody working on them.
You got everything?
I'm heating them now, I'm cooling them. I got my expenses up really good, you know.
Well, you know how to do it.
I was better when I hit them in 10 people's garages, you know.
How's it driving? Still driving good?
Drives good.
Oh, it sounds so nice, doesn't it?
I put a fuel pump in that goes down here.
Very good Duesenberg. It's a lady. It's just so
the mate to it.
That's the one from Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Keith and Jerry Brown, Fort Wayne, Indiana. The luxury of the rumble seat of a Duesenberg.
And it's painted in the original colors and stripes. Didn't change colors.
1927 Duesenberg that was among the last cars that the Duesenberg brothers manufactured after their run of Model A's. There were plans to build 13 of these cars, and they, as far as we know, they built just 4, and the company went bankrupt. This, some people have said, including the club historian for these cars, has said that this is they considers it the rarest of the rare Duesenbergs because it's the only one of the Model X's built with the boat tail configuration. The Duesenberg brothers went to the McFarland Automobile Company, who made McFarland cars in Connersville, and they decided they would commission a new body style, which was this boat design. They came back to the factory and modified those drawings, which I have copies of here seeing them, and this car was built. And by, I believe, November of 1927, the car was ready to go to New York, and it went to the Salon Show in New York. And it was bought later by a man, I don't remember his name now. We'll think of it here in a second. At any rate, this fellow, who was also a sponsor of the Duesenberg brothers race team, was very interested in racing, wanted to have a hot car, and so he bought it and kept it. He owned the Drake Hotel and the Blackstone Hotel in Chicago. And when we went to restore it, this car had been in the hands of several loyal club members, including Alan Sandberg, who was the club historian back in the 60s, and then later Bill Dreist, who was the chief judge here of Duesenberg's. And they had preserved it and kept it, but not restored it. And so when my Model A Duesenberg had been successful here at the club events over the years, Bill Dreist came to me and offered me the purchase of this car, which I jumped at because it was a project that was going to be absolutely wonderful. And we had about 2.5 years worth of work on the car in terms of completely rebuilding the engine and the drivetrain, and Brian Joseph was in charge of that. Brian reassembled the car, and then I had a friend of mine over in Jackson who does work on hot rod cars, a fellow named Larry Jordan in Napoleon, Michigan. He did the paint work on the car. And the paint is actually in 2 tones of blue. I don't know if you can see that. There are 2 shades of royal blue that are delineated by this line here. And everything below that is a lighter blue, and everything above that is a darker blue. It's a very subtle color distinction. And then Brian reassembled the car for me. A fellow named Mark Larder in Homer, Michigan, did the upholstery, and we
did that from drawings that we had, some educated guesswork, because there wasn't too much on the interior. We do know that the leather color was exact. We found a piece of the original leather up under the dashboard that had never seen the light of day, and so we sent that off to Bill Hirsch, and he matched the texture and the color exactly. We know the paint color is correct because we found that inside one of the cowl vents, and that too had not seen the light of day, and we did a spectrometer on that and ended up with a very exact match, we think, to the paint that was in the car.
That's great.
Where it is.
Pull right in, shut her off. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, now where am I going to put you to take a picture of you?
We'd have to go on. Part of hi, Sonia. He I had only what comes by happenstance. I'm not active.
Back front seat office, so it'll need rebody.
Get in one more for the order.
Just get it out. I'm thinking Speedster. But anyway, it's a pretty car. Real nice fenders. Yoga. Okay.
This way.
All the rest of them, the best and the cleanest.
What have we here?
An L-29.
That's a cord.
Cord that we got from Uruguay 25 years ago. President Hoover gave this car to the dictator of Uruguay, and we bought it through a broker in New York. And we were about a year to getting it into the States. It came into the port of New Orleans by Delta freight line, and my brother lives in New Orleans, so he met the boat and got it off. And I carried it to North Louisiana, where I live. I live 60 miles north of Shreveport, and I completely tore the car all to pieces and restored it. It took me 23 years to restore this car, and after I retired, been retired 7 years, and I got pretty serious about putting it back together. And we've shown it at Pebble Beach, and in 98, 99, I believe that was the year that we carried it to Pebble Beach. We had an invitation out there. I've worked about half of my kids' lifetime on this car. And my daughter always said she wanted to take it to Pebble Beach. So we've met Mr. Loring, which passed away last year, and he gave us an invitation to that Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, and that is really a good show. We enjoyed it. they picked 16 cars out of the group that was there, and we were one of the 16 most elegant cars at Pebble Beach. So that was the highlight of our trip to Pebble Beach. We enjoyed it and met a lot of nice folks.
The highlight of this now is to come to Auburn every year.
And meet folks. We've showed it. We've got all our awards on the car, and all we're doing now is just visiting and using the car.
That's great. That's great. Quite an honor to get invited to Pebble Beach.
It sure is.
We've also been to Meadowbrook.
We took it to Meadowbrook last year.
Equally prestigious.
Yes.
Well, it's a very fine car. I'll take some pictures of it now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Skip that. Now we'll get over here and get this side of the car.
That's what we're doing yesterday. That, you know, it's going through the auction. It's flawless.
Now we have here the expert on L29s, Bill Kinsman, II. Bill, you had one of these.
I had 3 of them.
Was this your first cord?
No, I had an 810, 812 first. Then I found an L29, and I went for it.
You thought that was an improvement?
One way or the other.
Did you ever drive your L29?
Oh, thousands of miles.
Did you ever bring it to Auburn?
Yes, I did, several times. Way back.
Did you ever win?
Yes, I think I did.
I think you did too. Now, when you came to Auburn, you were just a little kid, I think.
Oh, 20s, early 30s, I guess.
In 1956, if I'm not mistaken.
In Auburn?
Yeah. Weren't you one of the first people that came here?
Definitely, yes.
And you stayed in the Auburn Hotel?
I still am there. Same room.
You have the same room today?
Yes.
45 years later?
Yes. And I'm 88 years old.
I see. Did you ever do anything, volunteer to judge or paint pictures or usher for the Rolls-Royce? Oh, Rolls-Royce, the Auburn Court Duesenberg Club?
Well, I was editor of the newsletter for about 10 or 12 years. Does that mean anything?
Well, a little bit. Might even get you up to president if you were lucky.
I was president once.
And on the board of directors?
Several times.
I see. Like you know a little bit about chords.
Minor stuff, yes.
I think you're Mr. Chord in disguise.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Somebody put out a whole bunch of replica not magazines, brochures and handbooks.
Service bulletins.
Service bulletins, all retouched.
Owner's manuals.
And that was by a guy named Bill Kinsman.
Yeah, that's him.
Any relation to you?
Gee, I guess it was me.
Oh, those are pretty nice things.
Well, they're for sale in the Auburn Hotel at all hours and every day.
Well, that's good. Now, what else can I ask you? What was the best adventure you ever had with your L29?
Oh, my God. I can't even tell you. I can't remember that far back.
I can remember leaving your house at 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, just going down to Bath, New York, to look at another chord, which was going to be an hour-and-a-half trip. I think it took us 4.5 hours to get there and 4.5 hours to get back, and supper wasn't waiting for us.
We went by a rowboat.
I remember that trip.
Okay.
I got one more question.
Shoot.
On the Antique Roadshow, 2 very popular interviewers, they're twins, by the name of Keno.
Ron and...
Well, Ron is the father.
Yeah.
He owned an L29. Did Lee and Leslie ever ride in your car?
Oh, many times, I think. I'm sure. That's what drew him to the L29 thing.
So you're pretty famous.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Well, everybody that knows you thinks so.
Well, it's a pleasure and an honor.
And I'm glad you're back.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Haven't seen you for a long time.
Many years.
Wow, I see. How old are you now?
Over the hill.
This is one of the founders of the ACD Club. Good. Can you hear?
Hi. Can you say hi?
So there must be a story about a car like this.
Well, really the story was I was invited here last year with a friend of mine to attend the event and wasn't a member, and I bought the car here last year from a fellow in Denver that brought it out that restored it. So that's the story behind the car.
What made you decide to go for a Accord?
I always liked Accords. I really did like Accord automobile, and I've always loved the L29.
This is your first?
My first Accord, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's brave.
Oh, yes.
Have you driven it much?
Probably about 150 miles. I took it about 50 miles on the spring tour in Florida, and then taken it around here. I didn't do it in the Hoosier tour, but probably 150 miles total since I've owned it.
You've been out on the highway with it? And
yeah.
Had it at speed?
Yeah, well, yes, yeah. Not at top speeds, but 40, 55 miles an hour.
And you enjoy it?
Yes, it's a very enjoyable car. Of course, it drives hard with the front-wheel drive and the weight, so it isn't considered an easy driving car, steering car. Variants on there that I didn't have. So
as far as I could go up to 10 years ago.
Right. Those are excellent, by the way. I was looking through those last night, both of them, and they're going to be invaluable.
Instead of my taking
This is the Holy automobile. It was owned by Jerry Falwell's family. It's blessed.
How about you?
How about the Bruce Woods?
I don't qualify for that. There's Bill Kinsman pointing, making comments, picking on me again.
Oh, okay.
45 years. Yeah.
Go over and fight with them.
45 years. There we go.
You're bigger than I am. You take me down.
Yeah, but you're more experienced.
Boy, I've seen high-tech stuff, but that's a high-tech camera there.
Look at this.
Gee whiz.
The original owners of the car?
Too late.
Not original, no. Jack, come over here. In between.
Reverend and Mrs. Falwell.
Come on.
Come on, Bill, get
Reverend and Mrs. Woodson.
Get in the picture.
Hello,
Here we are.
Boy, this is a great crew.
It's okay to hold hands, isn't it?
Yes. We got L29 owners, bosses of L29 owners, 810 owners, bosses of 812 owners.
Former L29.
Former L29
3 or
owners.
4 of them.
Good group.
Yep.
Well, this is the car that all the fuss was about. I don't know, because Jerry Falwell owned it one time, or his family did. So as Dick said, it's a blessed car.
Will you take that picture?
Probably been cursed a few times too.
Oui, non, rouge, comme la couleur secondaire.
Isn't this a home?
See how they had the clock in the mirror?
This is the owner from Maine and his car.
Who
is that in there?
If I had known that they were using, if I had known they were using Auburn
Okay, tell me what you've got here.
This is a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yes?
Yeah, very good. Very good for you.
Opens the arteries.
Oh, definitely, and also sometimes the bowels.
And this is because of health reasons you do this.
It's the only reason I do it. I really hate it, but it keeps you regular. It's better than taking, what's it, Surutan or something like that. This is better.
Okay, and what kind of, is this a Hollywood Graham you've got here, or what?
No, I made it out of an old pup parts car. It was done many years ago. Actually, we tried to recreate a Cord Coupe, of which there's only truly one existing that is known to be original. And this is made up of 5 different cars, starting off life as a Phaeton.
JP. Ciao, Patrick. Look up. Hello. Well, you could smile.
I do look on chat. There's a camera guy right there. Daniel Hartman! Daniel Hartman!
With a big stick and a big gun. Got it, man.
Look, Teddy!
Oh, I could have known it came in. Getting this folder out of there. I gotta get more on this side and then that side. I'm really about the farm out couldn't get him to sit in my bed.
Thank you.
lady go by there?
No, not yet. I don't believe I did. I would think they'd have an open car.
This is her right now.
There. Oh, yeah, here she is. She just got it, yeah. Oh, it's fancy mountain open car. Yoo-hoo! She looks so cute. And she was wearing a fur jacket down there, you know, old period costume. No.
Usually, unless
Will they? Well, we were, I think, too early. What time was that called in here last night? I think we were there at 6. And then I think
Yeah, man. Good. 31 something.
Better now than they were.
That's the old lady in there. I was talking to her. She had to show me a picture of the car. This whole car is
George.
tape's yet?
Someone's trying to get your attention on that.
Hey, you still playing with that thing, Rick?
However, England's on the other hand, it's gay. You think you'll ever get a house like this quite as so?
Oh, it's got the spare tire on the back.
We'll come over and see you again.
Forlorn little dog.
For you last night. Come here. Good looking
You might be able to do it right laying underneath.
I hope Trina.
Although it isn't easy with his knee anymore, believe me. I can still get it done.
I told you you were
You'll have to pull the foot.
Chicago Short Circuit. We call him Short Circuit. He's retired Edison man.
This is the guy you want a picture of. Which gave me one more time compared. So it's now at the most it's 2.5. If I torqued it up right, and I know I torqued it.
39, that's what I thought. No, it's with Mike Francis stealing his car. He sold his LK.
Okay, could I get your name, please?
Oh, sure.
Gerald.
They are.
With the G.
And it was, he claimed he had a bill of sale. The bill said he didn't sign a bill of sale, he had signatures. It went to court, and they had handwriting analysis.
Could I get an address for you?
Handwriting
Sure, it's
experts
15
claimed his bill's signature. His own
Big Valley
signature.
Drive.
Bill would get violent when he saw himself.
And that's Colorado Springs.
Started to get to me. I got to fight my
Yeah.
case.
So am I. I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Come down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you are. Colon problem.
80919.
A nervous wreck.
919.
I mean, it happened.
Yeah, that's
January.
one fair club.
Oh, you do? Oh, I'm glad you're ready. I'm glad to meet you.
Yeah, Jerry Olsen.
2 weeks. My case, he lost it. My case is still lost.
That's the easiest, because I'm kind of hard to catch in the morning. Do you need a receipt for that? I'll make you a new one. Okay.
And he did. Called me up and said, where the hell have you been? In my entire life with him, he's called me maybe 5 times.
Yeah, it could be very difficult.
Maybe 5
Those other people have a few things like
Sir, you'll think I'm kidding. Why, you know, why am I always told these things? Because he found me. Other than Norm, he got her covered. True story. Stuart told me that. Catalog bride, and she seems like a very nice lady, and she really seems to care about it. Stuart told me. Yeah. I don't think the dean actually lied. And she has, shall we say, put on a few stone. This other guy said, yeah, this other guy says, this is BS on video. This is this guy I know that owns all these wild nightclubs used to.
There's a
And at the
location
time,
that keeps
I mean, I never thought she was a beauty. We were at an auction around Connecticut. They went 5 days and they never had a sign how to get to the sale. You had to read Braille or hire the Indians to find it.
And something, and they
bald head, no, listen.
hollow, I think, made up a hole that is offset.
What do you think? Oh, she'll
so that it can, you can spread it.
She'll be an old lady in about 6 months. She'll put on about.
And you now have a hole going into the planetary that you can put fitting on.
This chair is adjusted for extra
This is going to
fat.
be on 60 Minutes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You just do that. Are you filming this, sir? I want this to be a record for history.
Yes.
We are sitting here at the sumptuous downtown Auburn Hotel, and we have in our possession a set of new old stock keys, Briggs and Stratton original, ignition, doors, and trunk, and voila, the key to the gas tank. Extremely handy if you're planning to drive someplace. Real leather, not made in China, magnificent original 36 Cadillac coupe. Rhymes with toupee. Sitting right out front here in the humble Auburn, Indiana. A wonderful place to visit. Or to live.
Visit.
Visit. Especially when some of the guests become rowdy.
Now, what is the disposition of these keys?
Well, we will put it this way. I was thinking of donating them to a museum locally. But then someone told me that another servant of God was here and earnestly would like them for his car because they fit. The ones he has came from probably a salvage yard. I don't know for sure. Should you have a ceremony as he goes out to try the car and see if it will start the car? Now, if I were a person, I would feloniously relieve him of his portable goods and take the car for a ride. No, forgot who owned it, started up.
Her Majesty has the ceremony of the keys.
Oh, isn't she the woman that's been using the royal preservative? She's now 101.
Yes, that's Majesty's mother.
Oh yes, the mum.
Always prefaced with God bless her.
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah, everyone seems to like her. But I'll bet you, who would like to bet a couple of dollars that this will start the car, this will open the door, this will open the gas tank? You know, when the gas tank has that sound to it, it's not going to run much farther. So embarrassing to steal your own car. Well, sir, you are the senior here and the man known as the kind of the proprietor of the place, the owner, a man of great patience. Would you care to start the car? I hope he didn't wire it with anything.
This is a great honor.
And you are completely underwhelmed.
As unaccustomed as I am to public
Yes.
I will attempt these keys in the subject vehicle.
Okay, and take along the mayonnaise jar from Funkin's
Cadillac Coupe.
Right. God.
And who owns it?
Yeah, you just can't believe something like this would happen.
The legal owner at this time is Michael Pingatori of Seattle, Washington.
When did he acquire this?
He acquired it by theft, practically. He practically stole the car from Brian Nelson Jones. Spent a fortune on the restoration.
Running and going back and forth because he's some of these keys. Beyond belief.
Not that one. It is good.
Still in his car. Maybe the cylinder goes long.
Look at it, 1973 Auburn.
Unfortunately, the lock is frozen, but we'll try the trunk.
No, the trunk handle's gone. Trunk handle's gone.
As Brian Nelson Jones would say, voila, it works.
Key does fit the Cadillac. So now Leonard.
Which key fits the Cadillac? I mean, which one fits the ignition?
The one
you had your hand on.
Yeah.
Which one?
There are two that look similar, but it's the
Is that the one you had your hand
GM
on?
key.
Okay.
It's marked GM.
Okay, let me try the other two.
Let me make sure that we don't miss. Yeah, the other key is there's an Ilco key that looks like it, but it's a GM key that the square cut GM key that's the ignition.
And this one should fit the door.
Well, we didn't try the gas tank, did we?
Now, if they're checking,
What are we trying to do here?
you have to know what you're doing to get the gas tank open. There you go. Aha! I rest my case, Your Honor. He has risen as he said, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Is it working? Yes. Now.
Sorry.
Oh, there it goes. Is that the right one, though? Yeah, there you go. It works.
Yay!
They work.
Ryan is not surprised.
Sir, tourist here. It's my first time here in Auburn. Now, did you say we should invoice this gentleman that miraculously fit the car?